I'd say perceptions of Australian wine have changed enormously. What's interesting to me, and has been since at least the mid-90s, is the extent to which you can find handcrafted wines throughout Australia. Sadly, I hear too little about Mornington Peninsula wines because I think the Australians like them too much, and not enough of them escape Australia. But whenever I do taste them, I'm always impressed. I think they have a very, very strong local character, and they're my style of wines. They're super refreshing wines.
There's a little known wine region in Victoria called Mornington Peninsula. It's a very small, boutique-y region. It's about an hour's drive south of Melbourne. You effectively hit the highway and drive around an enormous spit of land surrounded by water. When you get there, you notice that there are some amazing views, some amazing tiny wineries. It's where some of the finest Pinot Noirs on earth are made.
Mornington Peninsula is at a stage now where it's ready to accept the mantle for being the most important Pinot Noir producing region in Australia. I think there's a real core and growing number of dedicated Pinot producers. And I think the other thing we're seeing on the peninsula now, which is terrific, is you're now seeing sub-regions. You've got Red Hill, you've got where Murdoch is, you've got warmer regions, you've got slightly cooler regions.
What's nice about Mornington Peninsula is that it's forged a reputation for really delicate, interesting Pinot Noir, which has long been one of my favourite grape varieties. And also is able to imbue Chardonnay, which is so often traduced and rather a sort of dull commercial grape variety, with strong regionality, a really strong personality, and remind us what a great grape variety Chardonnay can be.
Mornington Peninsula Pinot is quite a varied creature. It's not all one thing or all the other. It varies enormously according to the site of the vineyard and the approach of the winemaker.
Now it's not so much a matter of making good Pinot, it's a matter of what style of Pinot do you want to make. And I've always concentrated on an individual vineyard style. The thing we learn, I think, over time is that finally the vineyard is going to determine the absolute style and quality of the wine that you make.
Having just spent 2 days at the Mornington Peninsula Pinot celebration, one message that has come through very clearly is how much these wines have improved over the last 10 years. Their distinguishing character is freshness and clarity of fruit and varietal flavour and character. And that has come through again and again, and really, I think, marks high quality Pinot.
The only way to make great wines on a great terroir, it is to look for the expression of the terroir. And if you try to put your mark in whatever way, you take down the quality. The terroir is something extremely difficult to define. It's there, and we just have to try to be good servants of it. And you who are in the new world, you are in front of extraordinary, fascinating work.
What I like about the region is that it's very Burgundian in that it's made up of individuals who grow grapes for their own labels. So when you meet the person behind the label, they are responsible for everything, which is a very attractive quality in wine. And particularly all these wonderful restaurants, these lovely winery restaurants, which are just first class by any world standard. I've been blown away by that. I think I'm going to move here.